How's it going, everybody? It's Carlos, your host of the Just Fans podcast. I'm joined here with Sam. How's it going, Sam?
Oh, let me talk to you.
Good Lord,
How you
I'm
doing?
regretting this already.
Yeah, you let me in, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
oh
never
God,
leaving.
I'm regretting this already. And of course, today we got a special guest in the house. We got, you know him as Bruce XCal. How's it going, bud?
It's easy being me, Playboy. Thanks for having me on.
Nah, man, thanks for coming on the show, dude. I appreciate it. It's awesome to have you on. This is the return of the Wednesday Wrestling Live. Yeah, we haven't done one of these in about a few weeks since I was out to Argentina. So we got to do this back again. So a lot going on in wrestling. We got SummerSlam just around the corner.
Yes.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. So really quick, I want to take a look at the SummerSlam card that we got going on. So far we got how do you call it? Cody Rhodes versus Lesnar. Seth freaking
I'm really
Rollins
excited
versus,
about that one.
That one, yeah. We got Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair in a triple threat for the women's championship. Roman
I ain't
Reigns.
missing you at all.
What was that?
I said I ain't missing you at all.
We got Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman and Solo versus Jey Uso. That's going to be fun. Ricochet versus Logan Paul. I'm looking forward to that one.
Me too.
The singles match, Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship versus looks like Drew McIntyre, right? And Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in an MMA rules match. And of course, you got your SummerSlam Battle Royale so far. All right, so really quick, which match are you guys most excited about? I think you already told me, Mr. First Down, but why are you so excited? What makes you so excited for the Brock Lesnar Cody Rhodes match?
Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. I mean, come on. How many times we're going to see Cody just get the crap kicked out of him over and over and over? Eventually, the good guys got to win. And I think Cody is very over with the fans right now. It's time to defeat the Beast Incarnate and continue his ascension. So that's how I see it. And then when WrestleMania comes around, he's beaten the Beast Incarnate. Now he takes the belt off Roman Reigns. All hell. All hell, the American Nightmare.
All right, Bruce, what you think, man? What do you think? Which match?
Well, I mean, he got his ass kicked pretty handily by Brock this past Monday.
Which time? That was about to say, like, which time?
Well, yeah, well, pretty much every time. But I mean, this is the rubber match. You know, it's for all the marbles here. You know, it's time for Cody to open and shut this. Yeah, he's gonna take an ass beating, but it'll be 1, 2, 3 for Cody Rhodes. Easy as that. And then he continues his story.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
right.
Storyline continues for sure. It's drawing people like, yeah, you're right. Like every time I turn into Raw, I always see highlights. Brock Lesnar just beats the crap out of Cody Rhodes. I'm like, again? And so that to me gets a little repetitive, but I mean, I'll take it anyway.
I got a problem. Like they did a good job. Like they beating him up over and over again got annoying, but like they did a good job when he walked in behind Cody and they just started fighting on the on the entrance ramp.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, this is great. Do more of this. Stop showing Cody getting just walloped everywhere. You know.
Well, at least we got to see another auto walk from
I'll show you.
Yeah, I love that. It needs to become like a bigger meme, dude. I love that. As soon as I saw it,
it's already a meme. It's already a meme.
I can't unsee it. After I saw the auto, I was like, that'll do it. It's in there now. Permanently.
No, exactly. That one, I'm looking forward. What's up, Raphael? Nice. Thanks for joining the show today, man. I appreciate it.
Hi, Raphael.
And and so dude, for sure that one seems.
I mean, it would be an absolute shocker if Cody lost. I mean, especially they just released that documentary on Peacock too, becoming Cody Rhodes, and so Vince McMahon personally flew out to my house to get me from AEW, and then. What, they bury him on SummerSlam to get his ass beat again? Becoming Cody Rhodes just to make him look like an idiot?
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. We got Porter, Hobson, Hayboy.
Howdy, Porter.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's definitely, you can tell he's definitely going to win it. It's they're not going to bury Cody Rhodes just like that. I mean, he's been getting
he's over
like a month, and he's over with the fans, like you said. So they're not going to beat him. So yeah, I see Cody Rhodes taking the victory.
They love the theme song. They've been building this up. I mean, come on. Don't you get like a little bit excited every time he's like, so Huntsville, Alabama, wherever they are. What do you want to talk about? I mean,
I don't know if I get too excited about being in Huntsville, Alabama, though. Like, out of all places.
For the record, Huntsville, Alabama, pretty happening place. Not gonna lie.
You've actually been there.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, my uncle lives there. It's actually.
You got skin in the game. That's not.
Yeah, that's why.
No. Listen. There was times when I used to go visit him there, and there was nothing. Now they've built up like this nice mecca, like right outside the Tennessee border or whatnot. But like, it's better than Birmingham. It's one of the richest cities in Alabama. But I love Huntsville.
I'm glad.
A hidden jewel in America, if you will. I promise you.
Well, hey, when Cody Rhodes actually goes to Huntsville, he could, so Huntsville, on you.
Look, he does it all the time.
Huntsville.
Look, they could be like in, BFE, New Mexico. He's going to say it, and everybody's going to love him for saying it. You know what I mean? And he's so well traveled. Everywhere he goes in the arena, he has a story for it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of cool for me anyway. But like, yeah, I totally get you. Like, he's like Greensboro, South Carolina, and I'm like, ooh.
It's like naming small towns.
No, we're in Flair country.
Yeah, woo!
Oh man! All right, so another one that I want to talk about was the Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor match. Okay, so I think I've mentioned this to Bruce before. In our regular talks, I just can't get into Seth Rollins' character.
I can't either.
I know he gets over with fans, but
the theme song,
his song is more over than he is.
Right? Yeah,
exactly.
He's a good example of the song being more over than the actual character is. It just annoys me. I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
You know what I'm tired of? It's the I'm a visionary. I'm a this. Ha ha ha. Like, what do you? What
exactly is the vision? What revolution have you? I mean, he did the Shield. I mean, that was visionary for the time. That was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a visionary. I'm a revolutionary, and whatever.
I don't get it. Like,
yeah, I don't like. I don't. When I see Seth Rollins, I don't. I love his in-ring performance though. As a performer, I think he's.
Oh
great.
Yeah.
But
he's fantastic in the ring.
He needs a moniker.
All he does is
right. But it's like Bruce said,
does the goofy dance. He wears his weird fur coats.
It's the laugh that bothers me. Ha 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 ha!
God, I hate that. It annoys me so much, that laugh. It's just ridiculous.
I need something else there.
I just don't buy it. I guess as a fan, I just don't buy it. I'm like, okay,
is he the Joker from Batman? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we need to see Seth Rollins make a pencil disappear, and then maybe I could start buying into the laughter.
Gone. It's gone. It's gone. That would be epic. But I'm totally with you.
Their mind.
Yeah.
Hey, please tell me, like, how great would it be? Like, really, like, think about it, drama-wise and hype-wise. Finn Balor wins, and then what's his name? Damian Priest cashes in and takes it from him. I would be so happy. I would be overjoyed. The drama would be so hyped.
They showed the dissension at the end of Monday Night
I know.
Raw again.
I know. I'm just saying it would be great.
I know too, but they just released that shirt with all four of them as like chibi anime characters.
Yeah.
like 2 weeks. I was like, well, so they'll be fine. They'll hash it all out because like, what are they gonna do? Have them, betray each other with that 5,000 shirts left to sell or whatever?
Yeah,
I think. Hey, I'm still waiting for my shirt. Okay, it's taking forever to get here because
I put an order in for the new one like a month ago. It's not
the yellow one, for another, the Hulk yellow one.
I can't rock yellow, so I went with the black.
No, I can't. I am a freaking peacock. Give me that stuff, man.
You are very colorful, Sam.
Thanks, baby. I appreciate that.
No,
I thought we weren't going to flirt on the airwaves.
No, I meant like because you wear a lot of shirts that are colorful.
Okay, hey, there's no get defensive here, Carl.
Anyway,
it's fine.
Anyway, back to thinking of things. So yeah,
I'm a visionary.
You're a visionary. Yeah.
I'm a visionary.
Yeah. No, but I am looking forward to that
song.
Yeah.
Burn it.
We're just gonna start singing a song for like 20 minutes straight, man.
Yeah. That was pretty cool when they went over to Europe and in France they sang it for like 12 freaking minutes. You know what I mean? But
it was like a concert. It was like a
I know.
concept. Yeah, but it's
I would have got tired after 3 minutes, but props to them.
But
they don't get the big shows as often as we do.
Yeah. But it's like what Bruce said,
right.
though. His song is more over than he is, in my opinion. It's just where it is.
I agree. I think it would have been great if AJ Styles had won on Night of Champions, but I get it. Everybody loves his song and all that stuff. So, and his stupid outfits. God, the outfits bother me.
Did you watch like Fast and Furious, whatever edition they have now, 10?
Fast and Furious, the new beginning. Yeah.
Right. So his character reminds me of how do you call it? Of I can't think of his name right now. Guy who plays Aquaman.
Jason Momoa.
Thank you. Jason Momoa. Like that character, Seth Rollins' character kind of reminded me of Jason Momoa's character in Fast 10 in a way. Like they had some similarities. I think it's the outfits, but whatever. They had very similar outfits.
Well, yes, it was very flamboyant, but Jason Momoa in that film actually did, psychotic stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a visionary.
He was a visionary. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did actualize his vision. You're still
Sam,
trying to figure out what Seth's vision is besides he's the fighting champion or whatever.
Yeah. Sam, did you run over that guy on the street? I'm a visionary. It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. No, he was eating all the shrimp at the buffet. I had to take him out.
Yeah. No, but
I think for that match, it'll just be interesting to see how Damian Priest handles, whoever wins there.
What if it's like a clean thing? Like, what if Finn Balor wins? It's just a clean, pass off. Like he's like, here you go, bud.
So then what? They're gonna have Priest hold the briefcase to like WrestleMania or whatever for. That's a long ways away.
I want my girl Io to cash in and win though. I really like her. I think she's terrific.
No, she killed it in that Puerto Rico show. Like, damn,
she did.
Fantastic.
People were cheering for her. Like they weren't rooting for Bianca.
No, sure. Yeah, she looked. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't supposed to be like this.
What's happening here? No, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Rock and Hogan. It's like The Rock. They thought The Rock would be over and they'd boo Hogan, but they cheered Hogan and booed The Rock.
Yeah.
But those guys were. But Hogan was so experienced that he can see the crowd and all right, we should change this up a little bit. Whereas Bianca and Io, they don't have that sort of experience yet to make that kind of call, or maybe they're not allowed to straight up.
I enjoy Bianca as somebody that is from this state. I enjoy her. She does a lot of cool stuff around here, a lot of charity work. But I need to see a little bit more of her. I feel like I think they're hoping that this match right here will push her over the top a little bit.
Yeah.
But like really, if you want her to get over, have her and Mammy go at it. That would be freaking epic. Both like amazingly strong women going at each other. It'd be freaking great. Slamming.
I think they're gearing up towards Rhea Ripley.
I thought it was going to happen.
We'll build to it.
I thought it was going to happen to the Raw after WrestleMania. They had words, but nothing ever came of it. And I was like, oh no, this is the time. Strike now, do it. But now we have to go through all this rigmarole, and then there's Charlotte Flair with 1 foot out of the whole thing, and she's just kind of like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I skipped the line. That's great. Yeah, cool. All right,
And then you got
she's got to tie her dad at some point.
Asuka, I don't get it. I don't get the whole Asuka.
You don't like Asuka? Do you like Asuka?
She's pretty solid in the ring, but like all she does is just spit and miss in people's faces, and then I don't know. She screams incoherently at people. And
it reminds me of the Tajiri. Remember, it's almost like the Tajiri gimmick. He would spit the miss.
I don't remember him, just like yelling at people and half English, half Japanese or whatever.
Yeah. Do you remember that when Io walked down the aisle and they were fighting each other in Japanese? It was pretty freaking. I actually enjoyed that. That was funny. I had to get translation. Apparently, you got away with some cuss words there, too.
Oh yeah, they had. If they knew what they were saying, there would have been the.
I was like, "What are they saying here?" And Io's like, "You piece of shit." And I was just sitting there like, "Dang, they're just letting him go all out."
Yeah,
EO understood the assignment.
It takes a while. Like I remember, like the first, like not to change the subject, but it's relative to it. When AEW started and they had like Penta going out and started doing these the cuss words in Spanish, I'm like, wait, is he supposed to say all this on TBS? Like, what's going on? And he doesn't do it anymore. But like at the very beginning, I was like, wait, can he get away with all that?
Well, that's all right. John Moxley's like, all right, Penta, look. We only get so many mess ups. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Brock Lesnar hangs it up? I heard a rumor going around that he might hang it up after this match and be done.
Really? You think so?
I think he should be the Undertaker. He just shows up every now and then, beats the daylights out of somebody, and moves on. That's how I feel.
He'll show up as long as they keep giving him wheelbarrows full of money. And I mean,
that's true.
He's still the
that
beast.
That guy's real estate portfolio, by the way, is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
I mean, if Goldberg can show up and do stuff like that, I'm sure Brock Lesnar has absolutely no problem to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Brock Lesnar just got enough, FU money. He's like, all right, I'm done. I'm just gonna, work out in my barn.
Well, so all week I've been listening to interviews with Paul freaking Heyman, and the guy is gold. He is freaking gold, man. And like this guy's like, yeah, Brock Lesnar talking about it, and he corrects him. He goes, "You're saying his name all wrong. You don't have fear in your voice when you say it." Yeah, Brock Lesnar. But no, I love the whole gravitas around Paul. Like he walks out, and the whole crowd, my name is Paul, and the whole crowd, Heyman. Like it's terrific.
He's entertaining to watch. I mean, he's
a
great
master of his craft. And
one
of the best on the stick right now, bar none.
Absolutely, and he should totally be voted into the Hall of Fame next year. Period, no question about it.
I could see him in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if about next year though, but I could see him in the Hall of Fame. There's no denying that he's.
Well, I mean, if Ray is active and they put him in the Hall of Fame, maybe they need to fill a manager spot for this year's Hall of Fame.
True. Yeah.
So how we feel about Dirty Dom Mysterio?
Love that guy.
I love him. I like the character, dude.
He might be the best heel, one of the best heels I have ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious.
I've been reading like when I go on my wormholes on YouTube and just start looking at random videos and he comes up, whatever. The comment sections, they say the same thing. Like he might be one of the best heels that come out in a long
time. Absolutely. You love to hate him.
You love to hate that heel.
It's a classic character that like anyone who's ever lived can, we've all seen those people, they take credit
Carlos
for things they didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I've spoken with Carlos about. We all know that guy growing up that he deserved to get the piss beat out of him and all that, and it never really happened. And he might take credit for things that he didn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, terrific!
It's a classic storyline because he's like it's a great storyline for him because he was given everything. They're using the Mysterio name on it, and then that he is a spoiled brat that he gets away with it. I mean, storyline wise, right? And everybody hates that person, so it just adds fuel to his heel to his character. You love to hate him, like you said.
Plus, everyone loves Rey Mysterio. Like no one's got a bad thing to say about him. And then why is that? You are a deadbeat dad. I wish Eddie was my father.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Eddie Incorporation. Yeah.
Speaking of things you shouldn't say. Logan Paul.
We're live. Just like we're live.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Logan Paul. Logan Paul freaking gets on there and he talks to Samantha Irvine, who's the PA, and he tells Ricochet, boy, it's gonna suck when she has to say, and the winner is Logan Paul, comes out of those lips of hers. And I was like, oh my God. Like Logan.
I saw that too. I was like, oh.
Well, I mean,
it struck me. Like I was enjoying
that trash.
Oh yeah, like I was enjoying the chirping back and forth. He said that, and I was like, "Oh,
it's like, I don't even know if that's PG."
That's not very PG, Logan.
Yeah, I just saw that happen. I was like, "Oh God, we getting serious up in here. A little hot, a little heat." But I love watching Ricochet work. He's terrific.
Oh, dude, Ricochet's great. He's a great in-ring performer. A great in-ring performer. But sorry. Before we go into the Ricochet thing, we didn't get to say who we think is going to win the Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair match. Sam,
I think Bianca wins it.
Okay.
I think Charlotte gets mad and still attacks her afterwards, and there'll be a feud that carries over.
All right.
And I think Asuka, like, she's going to try to spit. This is how I see it. And Charlotte or somebody's going to hold her mouth shut and, like, throw her over or something like that.
All right.
Puddle of her own weird green spittle.
Yeah.
I'd say Asuka retains, and then they can go into like a. Hopefully, I would like to see like a heel Bianca Belair and Charlotte program going forward, and then Asuka can go dance and start spitting someone else's face.
Yeah.
Io Sky.
I agree.
Damage control.
I'm gonna go with Asuka on that one too, just to continue the storyline.
Wow.
I'll go with Asuka.
Boo. Well, I'm a lone wolf, much like Corbin. He's back to the nickname, baby.
Yeah, the old Rat King, huh?
Yeah. Jeez, man.
I feel sorry for Corbin, man. He's struggling, man.
He's handsomely compensated. I hope he can be this generation's Dolph Ziggler. Just gets his ass beat over again.
Yeah. I mean,
poor Dolph, man.
All right, going back.
You could have a whole podcast about poor Dolph and how they.
Yeah, you really could. You could have 8 podcasts about poor Dolph.
Even when there was like a back and forth, I remember like they were literally like you were supposed to be the guy 10 years ago, and now you weren't, and now you just basically told him you're a jobber now at this point.
Was it Logan Paul who sold?
Is it Logan Paul said it? Yeah.
Someone did that line on him.
Yeah,
maybe Grayson Waller or something.
Somebody, I can't remember off the top of my head who off the top.
A lot of wrestling. It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah,
that's one thing I would like to see them spark up again is Grayson Waller versus LA Knight like they did at NXT. Those were gold. Those were absolute fun watching. But that's my opinion. It might have a different one.
Yeah. All right, so back to the Ricochet and Logan Paul match. Ricochet can get it done in the ring. I mean, I used to watch this guy when he was Prince Puma up in Lucha Underground. Like, he was always great. Mm-hmm. It's funny because it took me a while to realize, that's Ricochet, right? It wasn't until I saw the tattoos that's what gave it. I was like, that's him. But he has amazing. If he's not like the top, like in-ring performer as far as for in that with his ability to fly around the ring, at the moment I think he's a top performer in my eyes. Ricochet versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul isn't even too bad himself. Like, I think he does a great job.
I mean, he's only had 4 matches. Like, he really is like a prodigy as like a professional wrestler. So he gets it. He's easy to hate. He's damn good at it too, and it helps that he's an awful human being in real life too. So it's even easier to hate him.
I couldn't remember who it was. It was Bully Ray or somebody goes, "Of course you hate him. I hate him," but it doesn't stop the fact that everybody knows he's pretty good at it. Like, he's pretty good at it. When him and Ricochet collided in midair, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was at SummerSlam in Nashville, and boy, the crowd just went absolutely nuts when he got up there and jumped on the Miz on the table. It was flipping amazing, and I was sitting there like, I hate that some bitch, but my God, what a jump! You know what I mean? What a jump! It was great.
He's athletic as hell. I can't take that away from him.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Sure can't.
No, his in-ring performance, like Bruce said, he's had 4 matches, but man, those 4 matches have been pretty good when it comes to his in-ring performance. I liked him, and obviously Ricochet. So I'm actually that's one of those matches that I'm actually looking forward to, Ricochet versus Logan Paul.
It should be good.
Yeah, I say Ricochet takes it. Sam, what do you think?
Ricochet.
Whenever you're finished eating, sir.
I gotta go with Logan Paul on this one.
You gotta go with Logan.
I mean, all he's really done is lose, like every match that he's been in, except for that tag match, his debut with the Miz, which they won. So I think Logan Paul can get a win here. Won't hurt Ricochet too much, and I mean, he can still also lose, and people will still hate him. But
right,
he gets the win, and then Samantha Irvine like doesn't say it, and he's like pointing at her like you have to say it, and then like
No, and
Ricochet
then
starts
imagine
beating
he
him up.
gets in her face too, and pulls out the fuzz like, "Come on, Samantha, you gotta say it."
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
just something
winner
really
is-"
obnoxious, and then Ricochet like dives on him. You
Like
know,
if he
something
wins,
like that.
like he can go so many different ways just to keep pissing people off.
Oh yeah, just irritate the piss out of
They
people.
won't drown him out like they do Dom, but he can get close. I think if they give him a couple wins here and there.
Yeah.
How long do you guys think the Dirty Dom has to go? Like, how long are we going to keep
They're
this
gonna
up?
milk the mess out of that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think in a year we're still probably seeing it.
Ooh, man. I
don't see it ending anytime soon.
Yeah.
But,
no, I don't either. I was just curious if anybody felt like there was a shelf life.
I mean, everything has a shelf life.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, he does keep getting his ass beat, pretty much. Yeah. Eventually, people will get tired of you.
Do you guys think that they'll eventually send him down to like NXT or something like that?
It kind of feels that way, doesn't it?
Isn't he their North American champion?
No, yeah, but I mean, like, do you think they'll eventually, like, once this thing has hit the shelf, do you think eventually he'll go like to NXT or something like that, or do you think they still keep him on the main roster?
I mean, they gave him that giant entrance at WrestleMania. I mean, he's beyond NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, sure, he can do the cameo appearances, like every odd week or odd month or whatever. But I mean, he doesn't need any more development time. I think, he's ready to.
Yeah, I think he's set.
Do whatever.
He's ready to roll.
Okay.
He went toe to toe with Cody in the ring in Atlanta.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, Tom's he's not been in a bad match.
Mm-mm.
No, he's found his niche, if you will.
Okay. Yeah. No.
He's held up his end of the bargain. Ever since I got back into watching WWE and his heel turn, he's done phenomenal.
That's funny, Bruce, because I didn't watch it all the way up until after WrestleMania. Then I was like, I'm going to jump back in, and I did, and now I'm.
When did you stop watching it, Sam? When was it? What was that?
Oh, dude. And like they're hook, line, sinker. Like hook.
When did you start watching it again? I'm sorry, Sam.
I started watching it right after the WrestleMania this year. Like
when did you stop?
I stopped at about in the 2000s. I hated John Cena. I couldn't stand him.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't put up with him. I thought he was the most annoying, and I could tell they were putting him on a podium. And he got to talk so much mess, and nobody got the retort, and it pissed me off so much. I was like, I can't take this guy. I just cannot watch it. And
when you've got that Make-A-Wish cloud.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, that part's great, and actually, him as the actor and Peacemaker, it works. It's great, but like, just the whole wankster thing just bothers me. It just bothers me to no end. I can't take it.
I didn't like the gimmick either when he was doing it because it's like in hindsight it was like the way that he was being introduced like he was like Thug Life or whatever, and then he's like from West Newbury, Massachusetts. I'm like, that doesn't sound hard. Like if you say like oh, I'm from Compton or I'm from like New York or something, no, West Newbury, Massachusetts. I'm like, that doesn't sound like whatever. I couldn't take him seriously at the time, and then
me neither.
Well, he kind of grew on you, and that's how it is,
if I had to hear, but I'm John Cena and I'm a bad man one more time, I was going to kill myself. I was like, that's enough. All right. Yeah, he's going to win. Like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah. No, I like Cena. I like Cena. He grew on me. I was just a little hesitant at first, but he grew on me.
Not me, man. I left. I walked right out.
Bruce, I don't know if I ever asked you, but how did you feel about the Cena character when you first started seeing him?
I mean, it's I'm like Sam over here. It's on and off again wrestling fans. I think that's probably true for a lot of you. You go through phases where you follow it week in, week out, then it's stale, and you come back in like 4, 5, 6 years or whatever and check. So like I checked out initially when I was first into wrestling, like right around when John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton were coming into the main roster, and that's when my World of Warcraft addiction kicked in, so I didn't have any time to watch wrestling, and then I eventually got back into it like around 2010, which is when Super Cena was at his most powerful.
Well,
and I'll never forgive him for crushing Mark Henry. That Hall of Pain run should have lasted a lot longer than it did.
Dude, when Mark Henry quote unquote retired on John Cena.
Oh no, he was crying. I was like, oh.
It was. I took it to heart. I was like, dang. I used to watch Mark Henry back in the late '90s, and then he just does that turn to me. That was that was a great thing.
He picks him up for the world. I still got a lot left in the tank. Like, oh god damn.
I know. I was like,
all right. And then Cena beat him like 2 months later. I was like, well,
yeah, come on, man.
But hey, they got a storyline for 2 months, so I think that's what they were going for. Even though it was fun seeing that turn out, because I didn't see that one coming. Like you guys, like I checked out wrestling for a while, but I would check like the YouTube clips because I guess that's how the algorithm works. Sometimes it puts you back in a way, and I would check them out, and that's one of those clips that I saw, and then I guess I started checking it out for a little bit, and then I checked back out of it. It was just pure. It was periodically here and there. Yeah. It wasn't constant. Now it's like, all right, let's check it out because I mean, to me, the material now, the content that is being put on by WWE has been, a lot better to me than what it was maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like once you're a wrestling fan, it's like you never really quit wrestling culture.
Right. Yeah,
there's always a little eye that you keep an eye on it from a distance, and eventually you check back. And I think that's true for anyone who gets into wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you periodically check in, and here we go, and then you're going to get something that drags you in. This is the moment now where we'll look back at it 10 years from now. We're like, oh yeah, I was checked in, and then eventually there's going to come to a point where the content's not going to be good again, and then we're going to check out for a little while and then back in. I mean, I wish I was hardcore, like die hard, like every day, but I just honestly I don't have the time. I don't have the time.
No, me neither.
We got old, man.
Yeah, we got old, man. We got old. Yeah.
Carlos, ask the big one on the card. Ask the big one.
The big one on the card?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. You mean the Gunther one? The Gunther
or
Ronda Rousey?
Uso.
Huh?
Uso.
Oh, I was gonna save that one till the end.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, what is it? A one of 5 main events they're advertising here?
Exactly.
I mean, what is that? It's like one of multiple main events. Like, no, main event implies.
Yeah, main event.
WWE and their wording. Someone's gonna go get sent to a medical facility, probably.
Yeah.
Championship opportunities will be had and lost, and so on and so forth.
Exactly. It's the vocabulary that they're using is like they have to emphasize 5 main. What'd you say? 5 main events or something like that? It's like
multiple. It's like one of the multiple main events. Cody Rhodes and Brock is one of the main events. Jey Uso and Roman is obviously one of the main events, and
that should be the one though. They've hyped that up so hard.
They did.
Like
it's one of the better ones that they've hyped up a lot, honestly. But before I get to that one, Gunther and the how do you call it? Drew McIntyre match. I think
Gunther wins it.
Yeah, I think they're going to continue his they're going to break the record or whatever his
guy has a great story too. Like he's good. He has a dad bod now, but he's good.
What's wrong with the dad bod?
Hey, that dad bod lasted over an hour in the Royal Rumble.
I don't like you two teaming up on me. It's very anyway. So, but no.
At this moment, I wish I had a dad bod.
And I love Drew McIntyre, and he's come in with a head full of steam. But I think it's Gunther's show, and they continue the feud after SummerSlam.
Yeah, you get the storyline, and you get to extend that his reign a little longer too. What he just beat the Macho Man, right? The Macho Man's reign, if I'm not mistaken, Randy Savage's reign. And I don't know who he's going for, but I know is it
like the Honky Tonk Man is next or something, or did he?
I thought it was the last one. Is he the last one or?
Okay. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Oh, he's coming for the Honky Tonk record for sure. Honky Tonk Man record. All right, this next one.
You didn't ask me what I thought.
Sorry. So I'm gonna say
he's with me.
And Sam said Gunther for sure also. So Bruce, do you think Gunther takes it? Do you think Drew?
I think it's one of those things you bet the farm on it. It's like if Drew McIntyre wins, who's there for him? Like let's say they do the rematch with Gunther, Drew retains. It's one of the big problems with like WWE is like, a lot of these mid-card titles don't have like the appropriate heel or, babyface portion to contend. Like if the title changes,
right?
Like if Drew wins and he beats Gunther, like who would be there to counteract Drew as a babyface. There's no one really there right now that's at the level of Gunther.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I agree.
So I think we'll all agree that Gunther pretty much takes it. Gunther, whatever.
What's happy to see my boy Ludwig get a win past Monday.
Yeah, gee whiz.
He's such a snarky little bastard.
Yes. My wife absolutely
he's got his nose up at you.
Oh yeah, my wife absolutely loves it the way he walks out of the ring with his
Yeah, he's got that little weird strut that kind of like Regal would do, back in the WCW
and then he catches the coat when he throws it. It's terrific. They've done such a great job, those three, of just keeping it straight.
No, it's those two, and then that guy over there from Italy.
Yeah, the guy that's just hey, we need a third person. You want to be it?
Well, I want to get paid, so
might as well. Might as well.
Let's see. I'm looking at the next one. I want to talk about it. Okay, so this one is an MMA rules match. It's Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. So where do we think
MMA rules? What do you mean?
So
they just punch each other, kick.
So are they gonna do actual 3 5-minute round, or is this one of the main events? So they got to go 5
It's
5-minute
probably
rounds?
it's probably one of those because I'm thinking. Okay, so I don't know if you guys. I'm gonna go a little bit back. So I don't know if you guys. This kind of reminds me when I hear it. Do y'all remember back in the day they used to have, and I'm talking about Attitude Era. They used to have the Lions Den matches or something like that. That was basically like UFC, but instead of an octagon, it was a circle, and then they would surround it with a cage. I think Owen Hart did it against I think Ken Shamrock or something like that, and they went at it for a while. So that's what that kind of reminds me of, if they or somewhere along the lines of that. But
yeah, are they actually going to get four sides of steel or whatever?
Yeah, but it wasn't even on the other.
We're gonna bring in Herb Dean.
Herb Dean comes in out of nowhere. All right, guys, I want a clean match.
Wow.
And it was and so that's what that reminded me of. But I'm not even sure how they're going to do this MMA rules match in WWE.
Me neither. I'm not really hyped up for this match, though. It's not.
I'm not either. I guess I'm not too much of a Rousey fan. I actually like Shayna more than I do Rousey. Is that weird to say? Out loud?
No, it's not. The problem is they didn't really. It's almost like Shayna betrayed her for reasons, and the reasons aren't that good.
Okay.
And then it's so we're gonna fight.
She's just tired of being a second fiddle.
Yeah,
right.
That whole promo package on Monday is she gave me everything, but I got beat up by Ronda Rousey. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if anything, I think Ronda should kind of be the baby face in this.
Yeah. No, agreed. So do y'all think? I mean, so there's speculation that apparently I think Ronda's
on the way out.
Her bags are already out the door.
Yeah. So
I don't think her heart's.
So Shayna
ever since she came back, how long has she been back? I don't know, about 6 months maybe.
Yeah, and then she's on the way out again.
Her heart's not really you can tell. She's just there because she signed the dotted line. She has to be there.
Right. They're paying you millions to be there, so just do it. That kind of thing. Yeah.
And they do have that history. I think it'll probably, if it's going to be an MMA rules match, maybe it'll be a classic 13-second Baszler arm or whatever. Or the
just breaks her arm.
What does she call her? Cobra clutch or the Cocina clutch or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll just be in and out, just like Ronda Rousey's match.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Strike Force.
I was gonna say, what was that match that she lost almost immediately? Who was it against? I don't know if it was in UFC or
it was UFC.
What was it?
Wasn't it? Yeah. Her face was all
puffy.
Yeah.
Was that with Amanda Nunes just?
Yeah, that's what it was. I remember what it was.
Bullied her. Yeah. Bullied her.
No, it's gonna be like the WWE version of that almost. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're bringing Holly home to head kick her again. I don't know.
Awesome.
They brought her, when everyone was hating on her.
I'd be psyched. I would be psyched if she just ran in there and it's just bah! Just walk out.
That's kind of
Michael Cole. She doesn't even work here.
Thank you. Oh my God, Cole! She just came in and kicked her in the head.
Hold on, do the Ray Barrett voice again.
What?
Do the Wade
Oh,
Barrett voice
oh my God, Cole! She just came in and she just kicked her in the head. You don't know what wrestling is, Cole. You just—it's the way he says.
Come
Cole.
on, Michael Cole. Sometimes
Yeah.
real things happen in a real fight, and that
Sit
includes
back and
unannounced backup.
Just sit back and shut up and enjoy the show, Cole.
Look, I like him better than Corey Graves. I'm sorry.
Oh, I agree. No, I'm in total agreement with that. Oh, I actually like Michael Cole.
Yeah, no, I was talking
Cole's
about
been better since since Vince McMahon retired and then came back. He's been, it's like 10 years ago, Michael Cole was unbearable, but I think he's a lot better.
It's looking, but Vince is recovering from back surgery now, and now he had back surgery, and now there's more implications coming from other women about the payoff. Yeah.
Well, they'll never stop until he's dead, and they'll probably still
Triple H is like, can we turn this up a little bit?
Yeah. And then after he's gone, like there's like a will that he has to. He's like some rules for like the type of matches that I want or whatever, and the type of guys that I want after he dies.
Yeah.
You will call it a medical facility. They are not belts. They're championship titles.
All those rules.
We're sports entertainers.
They're not wrestlers. They're sportsmen or something, whatever he said.
Sports entertainers.
Athletes. Yeah. Come on.
Why don't we just call them wrestlers? What does WWE stand? World Wrestling Entertainment. They're wrestlers wrestling in a wrestling ring.
I've never been more disappointed in a fall from grace such as Vince. Like, yeah, he's always done some pretty shoddy stuff. But like there was a time he could do no wrong. With the matches and whatnot. And then it just stopped.
I mean, I guess it was do you think it's because like at the time, like the times were different back then and he was just kind of calling big shots and like now like
well, this was before they were like publicly traded too.
Yeah.
That's true.
He had to go with what the crowd was giving him, what the guys were giving him that were getting over and all that, and he had to roll with that. And once they went public, there's this whole other, he's got to appease the shareholders, the stock market, all that, and so it's it's different type of skin in the game.
He's the best. He is the best heel. He was. I loved it when he was the man. I absolutely freaking loved it.
It's because, like I said, it's the storyline for him was, he was the boss that everybody hated. Everybody can relate to that at that time.
But he was doing crazy things.
Your
like,
boss,
I loved it. He did crazy things like grab a Make-A-Wish kid in a wheelchair, and like he's like enjoy. Yeah. By the way, these are all stairs. Enjoy your highway to hell. And like,
oh my goodness!
What was Zack Ryder in that wheelchair?
He just freaking it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so funny because sometimes these random like TikToks or how do you call it? These clips will come out like on Instagram or whatever. And it's like, Vince McMahon was wild for this, and then they'll show like old clips of like the old WWF stuff, and I'm like, oh, and I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, that's what he did. You know what I mean? And
that's what he did. Yeah.
But I'm sure for somebody seeing it now for the first time, they're like, what? And
yeah, he's putting whipped cream on Trish Stratus' boobs. Yeah, it's happening.
Come on, bark like a dog. Woof, woof, bitch.
Yeah.
I can't believe that he said
that. I'm still in shock about that. Like, I was literally like, what is happening when they did that?
Like, are they going to mention the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club too?
I absolutely loved it when and it worked for some reason. It worked for me anyway. When Stone Cold was like his yes man. Oh, I could not stop laughing every segment they had together. He was like freaking all over Vince for everything.
Oh, that's when he was injured though. Like he was. That's when
he was injured. Vince is just sitting in his office staring, and he's just like, "We are the champions."
Yeah, when he's like singing to him and a guitar, like Kurt, because like I think it was Austin and Kurt Angle were injured, and so they have to do like all these backstage segments or whatever, like out of the blue, so they could at least be, I guess, quote unquote.
Got to show to the people that they're still alive.
Yeah. And so, God, that went on for what, like months, right? At some point. And
it got crazy.
It got crazy because I was like, they were relying basically on the mid-carders and and whoever was up and coming, I guess, at that time. And then obviously the segments with Angle and Austin. that was because they were
Gold.
hurt. Those are great segments though. Like you still look at those
Yeah.
and you laugh at them. But no, those
you
are
can't beat the personalities, man.
No.
I really missed
level.
Mick Foley as the head of Raw. Like his office was in the laundry room, you know. It was so flippin' funny. Like,
every time he comes
like on a fold-out
like,
table.
How are we feeling in Dallas, Texas? And he winks at the heart.
Mick Foley, dude. Mick Foley's amazing. I love it.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
All right, so let's go. So we all agree that Shayna wins it, right?
Yeah, Shayna wins.
Yeah, that's another one. I mean, you could bet the farm on it.
Yeah.
Does anyone really want to see more Ronda Rousey on TV right now? It's like she wants to come back. She needs some time, a long time.
Everybody off the bus. Everybody off the bus. Yeah.
All right, so now let's go to what you were talking about, Sam. Roman Reigns and Jey. So that one, I look forward to that one. I've actually, as much as I hate it, so I was watching. I think it was Raw or SmackDown. I can't remember. I think it might have been SmackDown. I was watching like Roman now, how he cuts his promos, and I'm a big fan of it now because he's a heel and he can just get away with more stuff. And it's so funny seeing like when they were just like shoving Roman Reigns down your throat, and his mic skills
couldn't escape.
Yeah, the days of suffering succotash are long gone now. Yeah. That's way back in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I was so happy at Night of Champions when Jey finally super kicked him, and like, and you're in there and you're this pundit that enjoys wrestling, but it's fake. And I found myself going, "That's what you get. That's what you get for what you did." Like I was fired up.
You deserve that.
Like, yeah, you have it coming. And then, Sami Zayn, these are my titles to freaking, it was great. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. But yeah,
it's clearly resonating with the fans. I mean, SmackDown viewership is as high as it's been in a long time.
It's beating Raw, right? It's beating Raw, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Raw's rough, man. Raw's rough. It's just the Judgment Day beating the crap out of Seth Rollins all the time.
And Rhea Ripley apparently, dismantling like every woman that
every female wrestler
has the unfortunate pleasure of working for Monday
Night Raw. They could be coming out there to talk about like charity numbers, and Rhea Ripley will just gut them right there on stage, and you're like, "Geez, lady, I enjoy your work, but nobody on that roster can take you." So
Dude, mommy's running out of women to. Woman handle. It's like who else is there?
I think they planted the seed.
What's her name? She's also tall. I can't remember.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, those two need to do it, man. It's gonna be.
She was kind of manhandling for a little bit. I was like, all right. Yeah, it looked like
put those two together.
Yeah, but it seemed like a little competition there. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, because I agree. Rhea Ripley needs some competition.
Yeah, she's just owning everybody, but like. I think the they've already planted the seeds of disdain, right? Because Rhea Ripley's like, you better watch out, Becky Lynch, and Becky said something like, until you get rid of Dom, you're just Dom's girlfriend, like something along that lines. And Rhea didn't have a comeback for it, There's like this small backstage segment, but you could see like her just staring angrily at Becky. I was like, that one landed. That landed. You let my Dom speak.
I don't know. Mommy's always on top. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, she is. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah. And
please don't hurt me. Be gentle with me, please.
Man handles it. No. So back to the Roman Reigns Jey Uso.
Rough you up a little bit.
I think they even the score. I think Roman Reigns wins it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the chat. He's in chat, Carlos. Here he is.
Lord, let's say Watkins. Oh, Jesus. Well, I guess my invite got lost in the mail. Yes, it did. What's up,
this might come as a shock to you, Nick.
My number
people genuinely like me.
That's his. So Bodkins is he's a co-host with Sam in another show that they do together with the Let's Talk Sports Network. So
love it.
We all periodically join in our chats and try to give each other a hard time. It's a lot of fun. I like that.
Business as usual. Yeah, I got you.
Business as usual, you know. Anyway,
very professional. Very professional.
Very professional. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a high budget operation.
Yeah. As you can tell by the wonderful artwork that I did in the background with this thing. Yeah, it's high budget, very high budget.
I thought it was pretty good.
Shut up.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Man. No.
I'm curious. What I'm most curious about this match is the like how they're gonna handle this tribal comment, because like the way I took it at first is like it's got to be one-on-one, mano-y-mano, because like Solo wanted to spike Jay, but Roman stopped him. Mm-hmm. So does that mean like Roman's finally gonna win a one-on-one match without getting some help from backup, or
that would be great. God, he gets bailed out every single time. Speaking, it's like Cody getting walloped. You know what I mean? Like Roman always gets helped out every single time. It drives me bonkers. But I want the big shot. Like I want something big to happen there. Like he's gonna destroy Jay. Yeah, like Bodkins is saying right now. I want The Rock to come down the aisleway and said, you're no longer tribal chief, and just like rock bottoms him right there. You know what I mean?
Wait,
that would
Rock's
be epic.
Rock bottom Jay. He's gonna.
No, I'm sorry. He's gonna get the tribal chief. He's gonna throw him down.
Yeah, but tribal combat has to mean something. I feel like it.
Yeah,
it can't
I guess.
be like one of those no disqualification, all that, and one of the backups gonna run in and spike or super kick or whatever. It's like I feel like this tribal combat is an opportunity for it to actually mean something. Because because when Roman says like, "Do the elders know about this?" It's like, "Oos, it was their idea."
I like his accent, by the way.
that would be great if The Rock or Rafiki, somebody comes down.
Rafiki's in the Lion King.
Yeah,
okay. Rikishi. Sorry, I'm going. I have children. Can you tell?
Yeah.
That match is going to be huge, and I think Roman somehow takes it, but something is going to happen. And I don't know what it is.
Do you think Solo turns on Roman?
Eventually, he has to.
Well, he will. That's obviously a given. But do you think he does it at SummerSlam, or do you think they still kind of milk it out a little bit more?
I think he does it at SummerSlam. I think it makes it epic, right? I could totally see him turning against Roman if he wins the match and then keeps going in on Jay, like mud stomping him or something, right. And then he's stops him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it gets then it takes it to a whole new level. Like you're out of control and all that stuff. So
I thought Solo was gonna turn on Roman like the Monday after WrestleMania, because the way I saw that visual is because it took so much help for Roman to win that match, and then when they did the ending visual, it's to me it looked like Solo was looking at Roman, was like, this is my tribal chief.
Yeah,
it's it's like he needs this all the time to take care of business, but that they didn't go that direction. But I
remember what Cody said before WrestleMania, and it's holding true so far. And he sat there in the mic,
almost like he's in on it.
Yeah, it's almost like he's read the script.
What does he know that we don't?
Yeah, what does he know?
No, it was like, you're right, but it was well delivered to the fact that he was like, and when you lose, and you will, Jay is going to leave you, and then this guy follows him, and then you'll lose your enforcer.
Yeah, I think the line was you'll be a Roman without an empire.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
And he goes,
yeah, it's a very clever wordplay there, actually.
It is.
Yeah. Paul Heyman will be an advocate once again for someone else.
Yeah. Okay. So
I want to answer to the Cody and Lesnar thing, though. Why does Lesnar keep hurting him? Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. So I'm gonna say Roman takes
Beast does what he wants.
Yeah, because he does what he wants, and he doesn't need the money. He just does it for fun now. But Sam, what do you think? Who wins it? Who wins that one?
Roman wins it. But like I said, something happens to where he starts walloping on Jay, and Solo stops him.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe Solo comes out with like Jay in like a hospital bed and like threatens.
Jay gets his crutch and starts taking out Roman. You know, I would actually be dope. I would enjoy that.
Like that. Bruce, what do you think, bud?
Yeah, it's again, safe bet. Roman takes
Roman.
it home. It's I love main event Jay. Like Jey Uso has been phenomenal this whole thing,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're not going to put the belt on him.
Yeah.
No, I like his development so far, and like I said, it kind of the development on him I think has been great. LA Knight, I think the development is slowly going up there. Also, I like it how they're like not jumping right into it. I think it's fine for them to like, hey, slowly build him up even more because he's already got the crowd behind him. Obviously, he just surpassed what Roman Reigns in the sales this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and he's not had as many bloodline shirts.
Right.
Like he's only got like 3 shirts on the WWE shop.
And then after SmackDown, it's just like, oh yeah, he's in SummerSlam now too. And like, okay. Yeah. That had it had to happen. It had to happen. But look, the guy, like as somebody that jumped back in the wrestling, this guy brings me back to the Attitude Era. He's so fun to watch. He's a good wrestler. He's good at cutting promos. I will argue that he should have won that Money in the Bank match a million times, and I think it would have fit his character a lot better. But then I think Bodkin said something clever there at the bottom. Yeah. Jay has they are, but I don't think Jay is as hot as LA Knight, and that's not like me being biased. I just think
it's a different kind of like appreciation.
It's a different it's a different kind of.
I love Jay and his role in the Bloodline story,
right?
And, he's killing it. I mean, nobody else in that position could be doing any better, right? Like Jay.
So how do we feel about KO being injured and all that? Like that's going to be interesting, right?
Is he actually injured, or
I think he's legitimately injured.
He's hurt. He has hurt ribs. They made sure to Judgment Day made sure to throw him on the ramp, and he's like, oh, like rolling around, like a roly poly, And he's like legit injured. I'm like, I guess Sammy's got to give up the titles then. So like they made what's her name do it, and I'm kind of curious. Slow burn with night. You're absolutely right, Nick. They were talking about really starting the LA Knight push after SummerSlam, but now he's in SummerSlam. I think that's a match too, isn't it?
Yeah, I heard that it was supposed to be after SummerSlam is where his big push was coming. That's what I heard too.
Right, but he's like
there've been rumors about he's slated for a big push, but he's got problems backstage with attitude or whatever that means, if that's even legitimate or not.
Yeah, he doesn't seem. I mean, I might be wrong, but I was like, the Miz had problems backstage too, and you couldn't really even. See it, but like I don't know. Does LA Knight strike you as a guy that might have some problems backstage?
Well, I think his first stint in the WWE, it's like he admitted, like when he went to TNA, it's like he, didn't have the coolest head on his shoulders. Like that's why he was on the outs the first time. But
got it.
Right, but Triple H is the one that gave him the go ahead. So I kind of feel...
it's week by week with LA Knight. It's like the way they're doing it, I feel is like really bipolar. Like 1 week, he beats Montez Ford by holding the ropes, everyone cheers, and then Montez Ford does it to him the next week. It's like, well, okay, I thought we liked LA Knight now, and then he beats Rey Mysterio clean. It's like, whoa, that was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then, then he goes in that the ladder match, loses that. It's, okay, then all right. Well, Austin Theory, I can see LA Knight.
You know what it seems like?
Champ.
It seems like, all right, 1 week Vince writes it, the second week Triple H writes it, the other week Vince again, and then it's Triple H again.
Yeah. It's like, God damn it, pal! Why didn't you like being a male model manager?
Yeah, because
why couldn't you make that work, pal?
But he's resonated so well with the fans. The merchandise and everything like that.
It's very similar to what the Austin Rock thing was. He had the catch.
Right? Yeah. He takes you back. But
that's why a lot of people compare him.
He's got a swag that no one right now really has. It's like, when he says something, I believe that he means what he's saying.
And they eat from the palm of his hand confidence.
Too. Yeah. So now now he does his own version of the people's elbow. Yeah, and then I love that old school just leaping elbow drop that he does. Like it's so cartoony looking, but I love it. He gets some good height on it.
He does.
I remember the thing that gets me about him. It's when he starts to break it down, right? And he's like, and it's got the superstar that everybody's saying, L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Like the Rock's nursery rhymes, dude. Remember when The Rock had the nursery rhymes and all that stuff? Like, it's it's terrific. It's a system. He's done well in that system,
I don't know about the battle royale though. They're gonna have. They just kind of threw it in there, and I'm like,
that's what it seemed like to me.
Well, they do have him and Sheamus in a one-on-one match, so I mean, I'll be curious to see who wins that.
I couldn't tell you who's going to win it. I really couldn't. But it's like if they're going to give him a push afterwards, he could lose that match and be.
I mean, it's okay to lose the battle royal. I think there's 20 other guys in there. I don't even think.
I think he would have
a full.
I think they missed an opportunity. He should have taken out Austin Theory. He should have been the one to challenge Theory. That's how I feel. But I mean, I get it. It's
wait, isn't Escobar and Theory supposed to be on this card, or when was that supposed to happen?
I thought that was on this card. Is it not?
I've not seen any artwork.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see it when I pulled it up either.
Wow. Yeah. I thought he was.
Yeah, no, that's supposed to happen, but when they were doing the graphics for the card on Raw, I didn't see anything, and I've been through 2 websites here that have the card. No mention of the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bleacher Report right now, and let me see.
On SmackDown. It's happening on SmackDown, says Nick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was a SummerSlam. I really did.
Well, apparently they were going to have Trish and Becky at SummerSlam too, but that match got axed, so maybe it's, whatever they have planned for. Maybe Roman Reigns and Jey Uso needed 50 minutes.
That's right.
Oh, man.
All right, so now I feel like we've talked about WWE really quick. I wanted to shed some light on AEW now.
Go for it.
So I've been looking at this whole Jack Perry push. I'm not too convinced yet on his character. Like, I can't see him as a heel. I know they're trying, I know, and I get it. Today he had when I was watching AEW Dynamite, they had Rob Van Dam come back, and I guess and what they're doing, I think, with the FTW belt, it looks. Do you guys remember that run that Heath Slater had in WWE where he was going off
the one-man band?
The one-man band. He was going up against legends or whatever it was, and.
Oh yeah, they brought out Psycho Sid to powerbomb him 1, 2, 3. Then Rikishi gave him the stink face 1, 2, 3. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost sounds similar, but I don't think he's gonna get as squashed as Heath Slater or whatever. But it's very similar to it because they were bringing ECW people, and now they're doing the same thing here. They were doing it with Jerry Lynn, but Jerry Lynn is way past his prime, and RVD is still wrestling, but it's watching RVD grow up, it's not going to be like the RVD of.
Yeah, I don't think he's not going to be doing any coast to coast or rolling the way he used to.
Yeah, no. I'm back. No. And so it's just, I don't know. It's I get it. I get what they're going for the ECW thing, but it's just kind of all right. It's almost like it's already kind of past it. And
why are they doing the whole ECW thing when Paul Heyman is on the other channel?
Right, exactly.
Is that a well you really want to dig into?
It
just reminds me, hey, wait, the guy who ran that thing is on the most popular wrestling show right now. It's
exactly. And so
what Jungle? Well, I guess he's not Jungle.
Hey,
what Jack Perry needs? He needs Anna Jay as his manager. That's what he needs.
He needs a manager.
It's remember when Sammy and Ty Conti started, being on screen. That's when Sammy started getting, that nuclear heat. So Jack by himself. It's kind of lukewarm, but if he's got Anna Jay, Anna Jay loves making those stupid faces too whenever she's on camera. It's no. I'm banging the hottest bitch on. Well, show her. Come on, let's show me.
But when he said that line, I'm like, okay. When he said that line, when he delivered it, I get what he was trying to go for shock value, right? But when I heard it, I'm just it seemed like that dude in high school that just brags about it all the time. Okay. And that was my reaction. I was
after the Me Too movement, should we really be referring to our significant bitches?
I don't think that's appropriate, sir.
There's a little tone to it. It's he's trying, but it's
He was
I
going.
love Carlos. I love Carlos. He's like, "That's inappropriate, sir." Like he's a moderator at a debate. He's like, "It's inappropriate, sir."
Yeah, man.
I don't like your tone, sir.
All right, Jack. All right, Jack. Come on.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Yeah. Hey, listen here, Chief.
Listen here, Chief. Yeah. So, I mean, I get what they're going for. I'm just not buying that one. I still. How are you guys feeling, or at least Bruce? Because I know Sam isn't too much into the AEW stuff, but Bruce,
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
How do you feel, Bruce, about like the whole MJF and Adam Cole thing?
You know, at first I hated it because like I couldn't stand Adam Cole. It's like I do not buy him as a professional wrestler at all. But
he looks like somebody that you know.
The way it's gone week after week, I'm actually finding them pretty entertaining together.
Okay.
And it's made Adam Cole palatable to me right now.
Okay.
MJF to me is just like he's such a terrific heel, and people are like he could do baby face and stuff like that. I just don't see it. I think he is where like in his wheelhouse. That is where he is when he's being.
Well, it doesn't matter what he does because like he'll still wrestle. They're like people are they're going nuts for him thumbing the dude in the eye. It's like,
yeah.
And the crowd's like, oh, what? He doesn't have to do a code red off of a ladder to get people to shoot. A simple eye poke and people lose their mind.
Well, we know what happens with eye pokes. That's Hogan.
Just a little gouge every now and then. Just a little gouge.
So I'm okay. I can agree with Bruce on that one. I'm actually enjoying that too. I guess people are like, like a face MJF, but I mean, if I'm observing this from a perspective, I'm like, we've watched wrestling long enough to know that MJF is just gonna turn on this dude. Like,
eventually, it's probably not going to be next week.
Damn your inevitable betrayal!
Yeah,
damn
like
you!
Somehow I knew. Yeah, somehow I knew.
Yeah, so like is Adam Cole again gonna all right, I know you're gonna before he even finishes this wedge, just wax him.
See, the reason I knew is because I'm a visionary. That's why.
Okay.
MJF going to be your revolutionary there too?
Yeah, exactly.
I am a revolutionary.
Yeah. I am an architect. Oh, yeah, that was the third one. There was a third. Hey, I am
a certified public accountant.
I am a fashionista.
Yeah.
I am a conductor.
Yeah.
I do work the drive-thru at Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's?
Sir, I don't like your tone, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
inappropriate. No, so that's what I see. How do you guys feel about Hook though? As I like him. I like his in ring style performance.
That's Taz's son, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, they mention it every chance they get.
Every chance they get.
Yeah.
If you hadn't heard.
I mean, that's how I know him. I hate his hair. I'll tell you that.
No, he's got
that young guy hair.
That bussin', whatever the kids call it nowadays. Yeah. Snip. Yeah. No.
Put Hook in a hair versus hair.
Cut your hair, you hippie.
We're not saying to shave those sideburns.
I told you to shave those sideburns.
Are your clippers broken at home, son?
Mr. Khan, are you sure you know it? Shave those sideburns.
Oh my god! What was that? The Simpsons, right? With Mr. Burns and
it's like
that's one of my favorite episodes because they have like Roger Clemens, Daryl Strawberry, Jose Canseco, all come in.
Doesn't Daryl Strawberry get stuck in like a wormhole? He's like,
yeah.
He's got the. I think that was Jose Canseco because I think Strawberry develops like that big head.
Oh yeah, he gets the big alien head. Yeah.
And then like I think Roger Clemens is too busy saving a lady or like the furniture from like a lady's house or something like that.
Oh yeah. He's like,
she's like, no, I want it here.
Oh, but the cat's bed. Oh, but my couch.
I am Nick, I see your comment. I am not jealous of Handsome Devil. No. I'm fine.
I think he's pretty good in the ring, but like they've just any momentum he had has just been. I mean, you could say about so many guys in AEW. It's like there was a time to like do something, and then they just
Drop the ball.
They don't show up on TV for like 3 weeks, and then they forget they exist.
That's
like
what
there was a moment like when Dom was first like starting like Adam, tagging with his dad. It's like, oh, who's going to be the bigger star, Hook or Dominic Mysterio? People were saying, it's going to be Hook. Dom, nepotism, always smiling. It's not that great with, him tagging with his dad. And now look at that. They gave Dom that giant entrance at that WrestleMania, which was hilarious, by the way.
I enjoyed
and, Hook is out there, wrestling Stokely Hathaway and his goon squad. And it's...
If I ever saw Hook, I'd be like, your dad looks like a butterball turkey.
That's a lot of butter went into that basting over the years.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, dude. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I agree with Bruce, man. Like it feels like they have potential, and then suddenly they're off TV for like 5 months, and then you're like, well, what happened? I think we've talked about this before with like.
It's not very well managed.
Yeah,
it's managed better.
Yeah,
I believe AEW can be on par. I 100% believe it. But
they got like 2 different shows for 2 different for the factions in their own.
Oh
company.
It's
it's such a weird dynamic. It's not like a brand split. It's like these people on Dynamite hate the people on Collision and vice versa. It's such an odd way to run a business.
Right. I just think Tony Khan now, like maybe he'll change or whatnot, but so far I've just not been impressed with his management skill. I'm just not like, okay.
Well, how can you be? Yeah. He let CM Punk dog the entire company, and he was sitting right now where he could have easily just put the hand over the mic and Punk, you're done, get out of here. But he didn't do that.
No, he's right. I mean,
every problem that AEW has, it all starts from the top.
They get all these superstars of what like that would catch your eye, but then there's no room for them all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's true. When they got Miro or whatever, like I thought that guy was gonna go like all out. They were gonna make him a big star, and then suddenly he's not. Like I'm like, okay,
yeah, it's like his run as TNT champion was awesome, and then just out of nowhere he lost it, and then he was off of TV for like 9 months.
Same thing with Andrade. I always bring up the Andrade thing. Like I expected Andrade.
Andrade punched Sammy in the face after he told Tony he was going to do it.
And then he still gave him his money though. That's the problem. There's no law and order. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, yeah, do what you want. I mean, you're still going to get paid.
Well, it almost feels like
Tony Khan is in an open interview. He's
like, my daddy bought me
I got a whole lot more fucking money than WWE does. I could go all fucking day. And it's like, okay,
it's he looks like a dust mop too. So. Speaking of bad hair,
remember before AEW, he would wear nice clothes and nice hair, glasses, and now he's got like the big bug eyes and the wild hair. And thanks, guys.
Yeah, I love it when MJF Disturbed interrupted his press conference, and he's trying to sell it so bad, but he can't. So he's just like, "Oh no, I can't believe he's here."
Tony Khan is not someone who
you're like, "Oh, Tony, no, don't do that." Yeah, don't do that.
I think I don't like it whenever somebody busted. Like, there's been several interviews where they've been interrupted by Jericho, by you name it.
Oh yeah.
And then his reactions, I was like, "Hey, it's going to be okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. Yeah, you can have the match. I'm like, dude.
just take the Xanax real quick. It'll be fine. Everything's great.
I think he's crushing something else.
No, more than likely. But he just bothers me. When Daddy bought me this wrestling company, I'm so excited.
Yeah, Daddy bought him a wrestling company, and he still smoked poor old Big Swole's weed.
It's true. It's true. Now they've had some good matches.
That's her side of the story. I don't know if it actually. It's allegedly.
I miss
allegedly.
I miss Jericho. I didn't appreciate him enough when we had him in WWE, but man, oh man, I miss him.
I don't know.
I miss the list.
I don't know. That WrestleMania match he had with AJ Styles, I think we watched it, Carlos.
Yeah.
However long ago, it's like that match kind of stunk. I thought
it did
because I hadn't seen anything of AJ Styles. I was excited to see this guy. Jericho's been, he's Chris Jericho, and I thought that match fell flat.
It did.
Right?
They
talked
built it up
about
well. Like they built it up well. The storyline, like AJ looked up to the guy, all this stuff. You know, it's difficult storyline, but they built it up well. And then when it finally came to the match, it was just like very disappointing.
Yeah. Did you? I love his promos. You just made the list. Is like one of my favorite things of all time. Those were always.
He had a good gimmick going on.
But I remember the story. Triple H tears his quad in the ring, like just rips it, and he's somehow still barely moving, and he's like, "We finished the match," and Jericho signs to him like, "I'm not giving you the walls of Jericho on the desk. I'm not doing like I will pull your leg back. You will be in pain." And he's like, "No, you're doing it. It's gonna be fine." Like, we're doing it. So he does it, and if you go back and look at his face, he's like, "I'm gonna get fucking fired." Like, because he's literally got his leg with the hurt quad and giving him the walls of Jericho. And
if they didn't fire Kurt Angle for almost killing Shane McMahon.
Oh my god!
What pay-per-view was that? I mean, we watched
King of the Ring 2001.
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring 2001. Bruce and I watched it. Do you remember?
We watch it twice a year.
Dude, Bruce, myself, Bruce, and another good friend of ours, and Omar, like we watched during the pandemic. We would watch these old matches, and it was fun. And like one of the ones that we watched, very like a lot was that one, the King of the Ring, Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle. When you get to see like Kurt Angle like just completely break his
busted him.
Yeah, he just busted it completely. But not even that. But it's funny because that happened. But the highlight is him almost like murdering Shane McMahon. You know, and like Vince is like in the back, just like watching this go on. And I guess he wanted to stop. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, you see like Shane not bust through the glass the first time, and he lands on his head.
I just visualized it in my head. I was like, oh,
Shane gets hurt a lot. Like, but Nick sent me something funny. It's like people before stairs were invented, and it's when he fell off.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It's a single man falling off the Hell in a Cell.
I laughed at that for 3 hours straight.
People before stairs were invented, and it's just like him falling down into the.
he just fall. It's the way he hits the desk, like he just bam. And oh my gosh, I shattered. I told Nick, I was like, dude, I can't breathe. I'm done.
So the last thing is because I know I gotta go in a little bit, but nonetheless, shut up.
It was just getting good, Carlos.
No, but like
it doesn't matter what your name is.
Yeah. No, the lighting is terrible. Okay. So anyway,
it's the mood.
You what?
It's the mood.
It's the mood. Oh, shut up. No, the last thing. I wanted to thank Bruce for coming on the show, man. I appreciate the hangout, dude. It was great. I had a lot of fun with you.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
He wants to know where his check is. By the way,
what check?
I don't need Carlos's money. This is pro bono.
Oh yeah. My teacher money. Yeah.
One day he's gonna call on you for a favor.
Yeah, no, man.
If anything, he's asking me is, so Bruce, are those composition notebooks coming in this year?
Oh yeah. Hey, I gotta say though. Sam, thank you for getting me the Star Wars stickers for my classroom. I appreciate you.
Hey, you're welcome. I mean, I could not lie and just say that, I did it for the kids. I bought some for myself too. So
you're pretty cool, right?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty psyched. I'm gonna put them on my water bottle.
No, I appreciate it. No, Bruce,
but you're welcome. You're welcome.
No, I appreciate it. But no, this was fun.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah,
thanks for having me as well, Sam. It's nice to meet you, buddy.
All right, well, for sure. So tomorrow on the show, we're actually going to have Big Sarge from Houston Texans Media. Great dude. We're going to talk about training camp. He's pretty big over here in Houston, and then we'll have. I think after that we'll have our It's Live Saturday Night Show regularly on the Let's Talk Sports Network, along with Sideline Sports, and of course our good friends over there in Philly, the Hardcore Sports Network. We appreciate them. But yeah, that's going to be our show for tonight. Don't leave just yet, Bruce. I'm just going to end the show, okay? But please,
hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. Can you say your goodbye as Dusty Rhodes, please?
Jesus, I did I did an impression of Dusty Rhodes once, and now Sam won't.
It's catastrophically horrible, isn't it?
Talk dirty to me in the Dusty Rhodes voice. Hold me tight. Come on.
We'll see, baby. We about to end this show right now, and it's gonna be great. I want to thank my boy Bruce for joining us on the show. Please follow Bruce on his Twitter at XCal with a 0 RZ. Follow my boy up, and you heard that from me. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, baby. Sorry, my dog's kind of cut me off right now.
Yeah, well, nobody goes over Dusty Rhodes at the Superdome.
Actually, they were annoyed by it. They were like, finally.
Yeah, glad somebody spoke up. Jeez.
Yes, the dog. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Talk about that one a little more.
Bye, everybody.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.